Lenovo is an industry-leading, fast-moving consumer electronics company dedicated to creating devices that transforms people's relationship with technology. It all started in Beijing in 1984 when the company was founded as Legend, and then eventually incorporated in Hong Kong in 1988. Since then, Lenovo has acquired IBM's personal computer and Intel-based server businesses and has been recognized as the #1 PC manufacturer in the world. Now, with headquarters in Beijing and Mooresville, North Carolina, Lenovo is a multinational company. And brands like Think, Legion, Yoga, IdeaPad, and Idea Center continue to demonstrate Lenovo's commitment to delivering the unexpected. Whether it's a ThinkPad that can survive a sandstorm or a Yoga that's the first 2-in-1 to flip and fold, the company lives by the words, never stand still. So, whether you're in the office, gaming with friends, or anything in between, Lenovo products are the best product for you and your customers. We are Lenovo.
If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. Hi there. Welcome on into QVC2. I'm Michael Padula. So excited that we get to spend this next hour together. Happy Friday. I hope it's been a great day. It's going to be a great next hour because we have a big deal that could not be more appropriately timed. Listen, I am so lucky that I get to bring lots of different pieces of technology to our QVC family. And I get really excited about my friends here at Lenovo who bring us such good quality computers. They've had their hands in the game for so many years. That brand video that you just saw that just opened up, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Lenovo and how they have electronics that are suited for us. They don't spend a ton of money on advertising. They do spend a ton of money on you. Again, welcome on in. The next hour is going to be today's big deal. It is the best deal of the day here on QVC2. It is item number, and I'm going to look down at my notes, E242157. This is the Lenovo 15-inch Touch IdeaPad 3. I'm going to say that again, and I'm probably going to say it about 75 more times over the next hour. This is a touch screen laptop. Touch screen, touch screen, touch screen. I love a touch screen laptop. In fact, watch this. I'm just going to go ahead and start just, touching the screen. We got lots to talk about, including how this, like I said at the top, could not be more appropriately timed. Back to school. Can you believe it? It's already happening. Next week, my 14-year-old niece in Bossier City, Louisiana, is going back to school. I'm going to make sure she has a computer. As a matter of fact, she has a Lenovo. But if you don't have one, if you need to upgrade the family computer, if you've been waiting for the right time, the big deal brings a lot of value. I want to talk to you about the system that's inside of this. I want to talk to you about the storage that's inside of it. In fact, I'm giving it away. I don't want to show my slide. I'm showing all my cards here. I don't want to show those just yet. The system, the storage, and the speed. That is what you need to know. That's what I get asked about all the time is how fast is it? How does it work? And how much can it store? Those are the three things we're going to talk about. This Lenovo 15-inch IdeaPad, right? The IdeaPad, that is their line of home computers for us, the consumers, the customers. If you haven't known of Lenovo up until now, like I said, 35 years in the technology game. They've been making laptops, computers, foldable tablets, readers. They have their hands in every piece of technology out there, trust me. They have a heavy footprint in the K through 12 space. So a lot of our kids are bringing home Lenovo books and Lenovo laptops because they have, like I said, they're very heavily prevalent in the school system. Also, you may have seen a work laptop. Maybe your son or daughter or husband has a work laptop. Oftentimes they're Lenovo. They have won tons and tons of awards at the Consumer Electronics Show. And we love having them here on QVC because they pack a punch. But you know what they don't pack is a crazy price tag. You don't have to spend $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 on a great laptop. You can spend, QVC price on tonight's laptop is $819. You're not spending that tonight. I'm going to double check because my little graphic is just a little bit cut off. Oh, look at that. How cool this is. Tonight, you're going to spend $699.98, under $700. That's about a difference of about $120 off of the regular QVC price. That's a great deal, right? You can also get this home tonight for 5 easy payments of $140. $140 gets this home, 5 easy payments. Now look on the screen right now. Not only are you going to get the Lenovo IdeaPad 3 15-inch Touch screen. Yep, I said it. I'm going to say it again. Touch screen. You're also going to get this cool software package that's going to come with your own customizable. Man, I talk with my hands, don't I? You just see this hand moving and moving. The Vivo Print neoprene sleeve. When we come back to me, I'll show you what that looks like. We have a great quality neoprene sleeve that you get to carry your laptop around in, and you get to customize it with a picture of your choice. I have two here. I'm going to show you two pictures that I've actually taken. All right, I got to stop with this hand. I'm going to put it down and not move it. Watch this. Also on the software package, I moved the other one. Did you see that? All right, stop it, Michael. Hands on the table. The rest of your software package is going to include a year to a computer program called Bigger Brains. What that's going to do is going to help you learn Windows 11. That is your operating system here on your Lenovo 15-inch IdeaPad 3 touchscreen. Had to say it. You're also going to get 3 months of Pandora Premium. That's personalized radio with on-demand listening, no ads, no unlimited skips and replays. Another program called PDF Extra. That's for us workers. If you use your computer for work, a lot of productivity, you're going to know what it's like to edit a PDF. Well, guess what? You can't really edit a PDF, but you can with this program. You're going to get a year of PDF Extra. You're also going to get a year of Meal Easy. This is really cool. Listen, all of us need to make sure we're eating right and staying healthy. This is an online meal planner for shopping and preparing high quality foods. They've got different meal plans you can choose from, like weight loss, gluten-free, heart healthy. Also, you're going to get a 6-chapter online photography course that's dedicated to the art of picture taking. That's kind of fun. And my favorite on the software voucher is Hello Hello. Over 13 language courses to choose from. You get to practice reading, writing, speaking, and listening at your own pace. All of this on its own would be $1,189.96. Tonight, because of the big deal, it's $699.98, less than $700. And again, 5 easy payments of $140. It's E242157, the Lenovo 15-inch touch laptop with AMD Ryzen 5, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of solid state drive. What are you talking about, Michael? We're going to jump into that. Don't worry. Also, the only thing that you need to think about tonight, and I love this question, what color do I want? That's all you got to think about. Nothing on the inside, just the beautiful outside. I think we've got some pictures from QVC.com. If we don't, guess what? I have with me the Arctic Gray. Guess what else I have? I have the other beautiful color, and this is called, look how good that looks with my lighting, right? It's called Abyss Blue. So you make your choice, either gray or Abyss Blue. I heard earlier, because I was on with Dan Hughes earlier today, we cracked the big deal a little bit earlier, that the Abyss Blue was the most popular. So we'll see if that's still the case. But that's the only thing you have to think about tonight, is whether you want the Abyss Blue or the Arctic Gray. All right, so why is it the big deal? Why is this so special? What do we have here? Well, I'm going to show you something I've worked on. In fact, you know what? We'll start here, and then you guys tell me if we need to go to the different screen. Let's go to the tight camera. Why don't we do that? Look, I made this. We might as well see. Oh, there we go. How does that look? Okay, guys. So inside your computer, the outside is beautiful. We've already talked about that. You saw the blue. You saw the gray. Get to the guts. That's what's important. The processor, the brain or engine of your machine. You've got inside of this what's called an AMD Ryzen 5 processor. In a few minutes, I'll show you a little video that's going to show you all the things that can do. But in the meantime, just know that this is a heavy-duty, brilliant processor. Without getting into too many texts and specs, I'm just going to tell you, it holds its own. It makes sure that your machine is running and that it's running well. You've got AMD Radeon graphics. The one thing I'll tell you about this processor is this is often found in gaming consoles that the kids play on and gaming computers. So why is that important? What that means is, if you think about it, if you're playing a video game or you're playing a game anywhere, it's got to be super responsive. If you're doing like this, like the kids do, right, and they've got those fast fingers and they're shooting guns and they're moving cars and whatnot, the machine has to be super responsive. If somebody's operating a game, well, the same processor is now operating your machine. So just think about that. Whether you're using it for work or creativity or just to communicate, it has to be responsive. And you're going to get that with the AMD processor, and you're going to get beautiful game-like graphics, colors, crisp, responsive, immersive looks because of the AMD graphics package. Moving right along, RAM. Let's talk about that. How fast is my computer, Michael? Can it be, when I was just talking about responsive, RAM means random access memory. That means that this machine is going to remember what you're working on and stay open. Here's an example. I showed you this has all these, oh, you know what? Because it's touchscreen, it just moved. Did you see that? I didn't even mean for it to do that. I forget it's touchscreen, but I'm going to say that 64 more times before the end of the hour. You see the different tabs that are open? Let me show you what that looks like in reality. These are all of the programs that I have open on my computer right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can literally click through and click on. I'm not going to do it because I want to get back to my PowerPoint pretty quickly, but any one of these programs I can open up and they're going to immediately pick up from where I left off, right? I'm watching QVC.com. I'm shopping on QVC.com. I've got my camera open. I've got my PowerPoint open. I was looking for a recipe earlier. By the way, any cold soup recipes, send them my way. That's what I'm looking for. But the RAM, 8 gigs of RAM, without getting too much into what a gig is, the RAM allows you to do multiple things at one time. 8 gigs of RAM allows you to multitask, and we love that. Keeps it responsive, keeps it fresh, no lag time, doesn't drag out. You're not clicking between things and your computer's waiting to catch up. Okay, so that's the speed of this machine. Some come with a ton more. I take that back. I won't say a ton more. Some machines come with a little bit more. 8 gigs of RAM is completely acceptable, standard, and a great amount of RAM. I've presented computers before that have had 2 gigs of RAM. So this is 4 times that. All right, moving right along. Storage. What can I do? We talked about it a second ago. The kids are going back to school, right? If we're going to get them an IdeaPad 3, which you're going to get them, all you got to do is pick your color tonight. Big deal. You want to make sure you take advantage of it. They're going back to school. They're working. They're writing papers. The pics in the movies is a little bit more for fun. But again, this is what this machine is going to store. This lightweight 3-pound razor thin machine is going to store 256 gigs of RAM, which means, yeah, this isn't a typo, 4.8 million documents. Think about Word document, right? 4.8 million. That's plenty of papers that our kids are writing in school. Kids and grandkids are writing in school, right? 33,000 pics, 200 plus movies. That applies a little bit more to us. Let's say we need a new family machine. Let's say you've got an older machine and you're one of those people that wants everything in one place, right? Well, you've got the ability to store this much on this machine. Plenty of storage, right? Great. Moving along. Here are some fun features. This is the really fun stuff. The IdeaPad 3 15-inch. Guess what the first one is? Yep, you guessed it. It's touchscreen. And I'm just going to, why not? Why not for the sake of it? Just kind of show you again, this is a touchscreen. And I'm going to get to a place where I start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Backlit keyboard. Let's see, can you see it? As a matter of fact, I think you can. Maybe you guys can tell me in the booth. I think you can see it. I've got some bright lights in the studio, in my studio right now. Okay, so the keyboard is backlit. That is one of the best features. And I'll tell you what, I get more questions online when I go on and bring on a Lenovo machine. I'll get a lot of questions about, well, is it backlit? Is the keyboard soft touch and backlit? This one is. Touchscreen and backlit computer, backlit keyboard. Soft touch keyboard, which means no more chiclet keys, right? If you like to sit up in bed and the hubs is next to you and you're watching a movie or you're working or you're emailing, too many of us bring our computers or our devices into bed with us, right? Let's say you want to watch TV at the end of the night because Hubs is watching whatever he's watching and you're watching a movie. You've got a backlit keyboard. It's just an extra great feature. It's going to make your entire experience much more fun. Now, don't forget, you've got a touch screen here. How could you forget, right? Because I keep mentioning it. You've got your touchscreen. You've also got a trackpad down at the bottom. So if you don't want to use a touchscreen, why you wouldn't, I have no idea, but to each his own. You have a full-size touchpad down here, trackpad. So everything on your keyboard is illuminated. Backlit keyboard, it's a fan favorite. I'll say that. And last but not least, the fingerprint scanner. If we can go back to my little camera real quick, just because we just came back a little too early. Right here, guys, take a look at that. Right up in that top right corner. This is not just your on-off switch. Okay, I'm going to show you what it does. Now, when you want to close your machine, you're just going to hit that button, right? Now, typically on a machine that doesn't have a fingerprint scanner, you're going to bring it back to life, and then you're going to have to spend a few minutes typing in a password. First, you got to remember it, which if you're anything like me, I don't know, I forget them a lot. Well, guess what I don't have to do? Boom, Did you see how fast that was? If you blinked, you missed it. I'm going to do it again. Computer is